Yeah, what is up, everyone? All right, so Merry Christmas Eve. This is Dre. We're gonna do a quick uh should I call it a class? Should I say, hey, quick class on put credit spreads? I'm just gonna go over some credit spreads. I was actually watching my video I did yesterday, and I kept saying, yeah, I got this put spread. I did a put spread, I sold a put spread, but I was like, wow, I hope people don't think I put a bearish position on. No, I was actually putting bullish positions on because I was selling credit spreads, right? Selling, actually collecting a credit. So therefore, I figured I'd do a quick video on, me doing credit spreads. All right. Me, doing credit spreads, selling, getting that money now. Right. And just hopefully the stock doing its thing. And I kind of got the money. If it goes my way or even some other ways, I still make the money. So, real quick, before we get into that, I always talk about the market. Man, nice day today, right? Up 70, 13 on the S&P, NASDAQ 33, Russell's down. Wow. I didn't even know that. And the VIX, I'm still looking at this VIX. I'm eyeing this VIX and down another 7% today, 7.5%. So, the fear is coming out, but we still high. 2153 is high. All right. Look at FinViz. You can actually see the action today. Early close today. Market closed at 1. That's what I thought it would do. And closed on its high of the day with the Dow, not so the NASDAQ, S&P. High of the day. You want to see trading action like this, trading days. And I like it. The bullish case, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel good with my positions. Like, yeah, all right, yeah, the market's going up. I like that. Let's look at the heat map real quick. And I see a lot of green out there. Here we go again with the big boys. Tesla's up. I thought about making a trade in Tesla. Once I saw it reverse from the the slaughter it took after it entered the S&P 500, but I think it was only went down 10 or 12% or something. Now it looks like it's trying to make a comeback. So it's nice seeing Tesla green. It's up, and Apple's up, Microsoft's up, Google's up, Facebook, no, Amazon, no. You know what was one of the big stories of the day? Alibaba. I know this is supposed to be we're supposed to be talking about credit spreads. Let's just pull that up real quick. Pull it up on FinViz. Oh man, down 13% today. Look at that monthly. Right? Look how this kind of checked back in, was going straight up. Now they got a lot of problems in China. Jack Ma is like Jack Ma versus China, and usually China is going to win. And I think you see it in the stock price, right? I mean, it's Department of Justice versus Google and Facebook, and you don't see them making moves like this. But man. Actually, now, if you're interested, I think this is a better chance to get in. I'm not a Chinese stock kind of person, but look at that, man. It's right at the breakout point. Took all of that back. Maybe you could take a shot here. It's coming into resist support, and see what happens if you want to play that game. Once it's all over, and let's say Alibaba wins out or whatever, the stock probably go to record highs in no time. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about these credit spreads, man. So yesterday, what happened to my chart? That's not right. Wait a minute. 1, 2. Okay, get rid of these. No. I was ready to make this video, but something's happening with... I'm not even ready now. Get rid of that. There we go. Okay. Have one of my... Let me see. There we go. That looks good. Bring it back down. All right. So in that video yesterday, I was talking about, man, I'm selling. I got put spreads. On Google, right? Got put spreads on Google. And here is the chart of Google. There's the 4-hour chart. And here is the weekly chart. By the way, you guys, if you're still here, go ahead and like, subscribe. Mostly people that's in right now. You probably already subscribed. That's why you in. You got the notification. I appreciate you. Not really going to pay attention to the comments now. I'll do it in the end of the video because I just want to give the replay viewers some value. But hey, babe, Julie Boxracks, Riches made nice money in Baba. We could talk about that later. I guess, what, you shorted it? And, okay, comments today. Good deal, man. I'm afraid of the stock. All right, so let's go back. All right, so of course, I think Google's going up. When you sell a credit spread, you have to have an opinion on a stock, and you basically have to have an opinion that, man, this stock is no longer going down. See, because it can go sideways and you can still make money, and it can still go down and you can make money. But you're basically picking a level and say, you know what? There's no way. There's no way it's going to breach this level. And in my example, that level right here on Google, we're going to use Google as an example, is 1600, right? Because I believe I sold the example. Let me see. Go back to the Analyze tab. Let's pull up my position that I got on there that I'm kind of playing with. 1530, right? So I'm selling the 1600, and for protection, right? It's because it's not a naked put. If I can make like that. Right here, we just get close, right? That's my protection, right? So I'm selling the 1600 and I bought the 1530, right? For protection. I'm basically saying, you know what? Stock's not going here. This thing is going to continue going up. So basically, I make money if this thing goes up, goes sideways, or even comes down. Now, the day-to-day money, like the market, if this thing starts coming down, I'll start to show a loss. But as long as I still believe that it's going to go up, I'm going to win. Eventually, I will win. So you just got to be patient, and hang on, hang on, and the faster it goes up, the quicker this thing will win. So let's analyze it real quick. Remember, I'm doing this live. I'm doing it live on the fly. So if you don't understand, go ahead and just put your questions in the comments, or tell me what you don't understand, or forgive me for my mistakes or whatever, because I'm not really a teacher. I'm just trying to explain because most of my positions, and watch yesterday's video, and I showed you all my positions, is credit spreads, right? But I was saying put spreads. So I was like, man, I got to get on here and correct this thing. Credit spreads. So in that example right here, we see Google's right now is trading at 1734. It's up $5. You can see where it is, right? So I sold the 1600 and bought the 1530 for protection. Now, I did that a few days ago. So let's go to the 4-hour chart so you can kind of see where I did that. Now, let's do the hourly. And I did it right here. Okay, this is where I sold it, right on this bounce, somewhere around here. All right. And for the most part, we're not that far away, right, from where I did it from. 17, let's say I did it at 1713, 1711. I don't know exactly where, but it was on that day. And right now we at 1734. So if we go to the Analyze tab, and here's today, this middle line right here. Can y'all see that? Right. And it says that today, right, the stock didn't barely move, and I'm up $130 on it. And for the position, I'm up $295. And the stock is not really doing anything. It's not, this is the beauty of it, right? So what's happening, you can look at the theta. This is where this Greek is basically how much the value of those options are decaying every day. And since I sold them, I actually collect this, right? They're disintegrating. And $15, right? $15.74. And if I can simulate the days going forward, assuming the stock price stays the same, and you still collect this on a holiday and when the market's not closed. So tomorrow, I'm going to make, because I pushed it up to Christmas, $16, even though the market's closed, right? And then Saturday, I'm going to make another $16.80, right? And then Sunday, I'm going to make $17.36. See, the market's closed. It's not even trading. And every day those options are just burning away. And look at the money I have made, right? And then come Monday, it'll be another $17.94, right? And if you notice, as I keep ticking this away, getting closer to that expiration, which is January 29th, the data burn or the decay of those options it decays even faster, at a faster rate, because it's going over that cliff, that decay curve, right? So if I could keep ticking that away, like the next day, $18.55. Let's go a week out from the 29th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll be at $23 a day. right? So I'm going to go back a lot. So you can see the point of that, right? Every day gets closer to expiration. There's more of a chance. Every day gets closer to expiration, the more money I make, per day, or the more those values of those options decay. And since I sold them, I basically collect that for the most part. Because if I were to buy them back, I would be able to buy them back cheaper. And that's what that's all about. So what did I sell this for? I sold the 1600 and I bought the 1530. And I did that for $1,100. $1,100, man. Once I press confirm and send, they put $1,100 in my account. Boom. I'm like, what can I buy? What can I buy? It's not really that simple, because there's something called margin, right? Basically, I had to put money at risk. Okay, so what I'm risking is $5,895 for that trade. So if all goes wrong, right? Say the stock market goes to zero tomorrow, that's the most I could lose. That's what I would lose. And I'll be like, oh man, I'll be like, oh, you idiot. But I think the risk is worth it, So what is that? So $1,100, actually it's $1,105. I kind of rounded up. So $1,105, let me see, divided by 5,895. That's a 18%, 18.7% on my money. So basically, if I gave the bank, here's, I'm going to make a deposit for $5,895, and I'm going to withdraw it January 29th. I'm going to withdraw it about a month later. And they say, okay, we'll take that money and we'll pay you 18.7%. And and we're basically going to give you back that 1,100. That 18.7% would turn into $1,100. I'll be like, all right, thanks. So but not only do I get my 5,895 back, which I really never spent. It's just that risk with options. Okay. They're going to give me $1,100. So I'll get that back and get my 1,100 and be like, cool, and walk away. But let's say I take the money back sooner. Let's say I don't really hold it for 30 days. Let's say, you know what? I'm going to get my money back. I don't know. Give it back to me first week of January, right? So you might only get half back. All right, well, you ain't going to get $1,100. So take $500. Well, anyway, I'm trying to make an example about giving money to a bank. It's actually not the greatest, but a little bit. So basically, I'm saying I'm not going to stay in for the game. I'm not going to stay in to collect that $1,100, right? Because the longer I'm in the game, the more chances that something can happen, this stock can start going down, and then the more chance I can be wrong. So how about this? How about once we collect half of that, which is about $550, let's just get out. Let's just get out and maybe and do it again. And be like, all right, so that's a good deal. All right. Because if you get out, that's still 9% on your money, right? We just cut that in half. And that's great because it won't even take 30 days to get half. It's going to take half of that, maybe even 5-10 days. It depends. If Google rips tomorrow, boom, I got it tomorrow or Monday, right? So this thing will decay. Like, man, it'll be like falling off a cliff. Because look what I made already going with the stock going sideways. Give me a big up day, trade's done. You know what I mean? So let's just go for 550, right? 550 and walk away. And that's what I'm hoping for with this particular trade. And right now, I'm up $300 in the position, and I'm just trying to get 550. And the stock didn't do anything. So I need another $200. I'm getting 50. It would be damn near, it would be almost, let me see, 15 plus 17 plus 16. When the market opens Monday, I'm going to be up basically in another one. It'll be up about $60 as long as the stock stays where it is. And then if it goes up more, I'm going to make more, right? So the delta on that, let's talk about the delta. And that's right here. It's 8.2, meaning for every dollar, for the most part, for every dollar Google moves, I'm going to make $8 in the position. Right. So if we wake up and Google's up $10, that's $80 right there. So not only I'll get that 80 and then plus the data burn of 80 or 60, right? You see how that kind of go Monday. So I could be up $160 on Monday just by it being up just by it being up $10. That's it. And see, I'm getting closer to closing that position. So these are great trades to put on, and there's a great chance you're going to be right, a good chance. And that's what I do. That's most of my positions, is that I am selling these credit spreads. All right, so I know I didn't have a lot of people in here. I got 5. I thought it was 3, 5. You guys got any questions? And this is why I kind of do this video, to where I just want to kind of focus on the replayers, right? Because I'm actually being lazy and don't want to edit a video. Just get on here and kind of talk and get the video done with. But you guys, you come in, and I appreciate every one of you. So that's the video for the most part. And I did that on a lot of positions, making the credit spreads, did that on a lot of positions, making gosh, I'm lost my train of thought. A lot of positions, selling put spreads, collecting money, right? And just hoping the stock market goes up. Now, we already have a bias that the market's going up, the whole market in general, right? You remember, you got to have a bias for the most part when you do this. And we think it's going to go up. Well, it's funny. I said we think. Who the hell's we? It's just me. Okay, I think it's going to go up. And so therefore, I'm going to sell things below it, and hopefully be right. Continue to do this sideways chop or up, and then I'm done. Oh, man. Thanks, Chopper. Merry Christmas to you, too. What's up, Cashmatic? And, I said hi to the other people as well. Right? Jewelry Box. Rags to riches, making money on that Alibaba. I was working today, so I couldn't really trade it. Remember Alibaba first took that dip? I thought about buying a put, because that first dip was ugly. And it's funny how things come like this. I was like, man, that's no good. And I had a feeling, forget about the reason. The stock chart, to me, I believe stock charts tell you everything you need to know. It's all in there. Just there it is. Boom. Right. So I thought about it, but I was like, I don't know. But then I even thought about selling a put. I don't know. I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I just left it as a no touch, just a no touch. And that's the way I think I want to keep it. I'm not a good trader, by the way. I'm not a good trader at all, as far as like, in and out. I can't do that shit. That's why I just do these credit spreads 30, 40 days, or a lot of times I do even a year out, right? Let's look at that real quick, and I'll show you what I mean. And we're going to use Google as this same example. Let's go a year. Now, you don't get a lot of theta burn, but you get a better guarantee, right? The options don't decay like that when you go way out. But let's say we could take this, shoot. How about we sell the 1400, and now I'm going to do a big boy position. Okay. So it's not right there, and buy the 1350. Basically, I can collect $1,200. All right. So that's a 50-point wide credit spread. So that's $5,000 minus, they're going to give me $1,265. So basically, I got $3,735 at risk. All right. To make $1,200. Write that down real quick. So 1265 divided by 3735. That is a 33% on my money. 33%. I gotta wait a year for that, but that's okay. Where you gonna get 33% from? And put these trades on. So you put that on. The 1400 you sold, that's way down here. I mean, is Google? I mean, you got to do it on good, solid companies, okay? You don't want to do it on a Zoom or some solid companies. Microsoft, Apple, Google. The companies I'm talking about. McDonald's. You can do Walmart, Nike. Companies like that. I doubt if Google's coming down to $1,400 in the next year. If I wake up a whole year from now, Google's going to be $1,400 or less? Man, I don't think so. So it's almost like, to me, those are guaranteed trades. I can almost say it's guaranteed. So those are the trades that I put on a lot. Those are my long-term portfolio. I don't really talk about those that as much, man. But easy. So a lot of people want to trade. They want to be excited, get some action, man. Put those sleepy trades on. You put them sleepy trades on, you make all kinds of money. So that's what I do. I put the sleepy trades on and set it and forget it. Oh man. Yeah, I see. I don't know, man, with Alibaba, but yeah, it took a beat down today. I mean, it's a great company. The company makes a lot of money. So I don't know. I don't know. It's all about, do people think the Chinese government is going to take it down? And I don't know. Are they going to be able to break it up, basically destroy it? And China's, I mean, they could do what the hell they want over there. So that's why it's selling off like that. So I don't know. I really don't know. You said you're going to try a credit spread on SPY. Yeah. And that you could do, you just got to believe the stock is going up. So you believe SPY is going up, sell something out of the money. You do 1 strike wide, 5 strikes, 10 strikes, whatever, to whatever your account is, whatever you want to risk, and sit back and relax. That day decay too slow for me. See, that's the problem. This is not a fast game, man. You want to make the money, slow down. Okay. You can put a lot of those on. You know what I mean? And it's a marathon, man. I'm sure you heard that before. We're not trying to get rich tomorrow. I mean, for the most part, you try to trade like that and be in and out of the Teslas and the hot stocks, man. Most people lose money. It's over like 90%. But the slow game and something like that, 33% in a year, should I be all over that? The richest people in the world can't even do that. If I could say, hey, I know I'm a nobody, so I'm not going to get, but if they knew I can get 33, man, all kinds of corporations and people and governments will be wanting to give me their money to make that 33%, man. 33% is like gold. That's impossible. That's great. Let me tell you, that's the secret. I'm telling you. You know what's one of the best trades as well? Covered calls, where you buy the stock and sell a call. And it's such a boring trade. No one talks about it. And it's the best trade ever. It's the best trade. You could do a bunch of covered calls in account, man. Your account portfolio, your P&L will just blow up. And you're making safe trades as well. So that's where I'm at. You shouting out at Cash Manage just said some SPY. You got some SPY and IWM put credit spreads. Yeah, I think the IWM trades $1 wide. Baba versus China. That's what it is, man. Two hot heads. And, once Jack Ma kind of took that shot at Chinese government, China's all in that ass now. So I don't know. I really don't know how it's going to play out, man. So, but people's, I look at it like this, man. The stock is selling off. People, you can put that money somewhere else. There's a lot of things going up. You don't have to buy Baba. And I think maybe a lot of people's thinking the same thing. Let's just kind of step aside. And same thing is happening without Facebook over here. And that's why it's just not getting any action. But it's putting in a beautiful chart with that monthly. Beautiful. Right? We just hopefully it don't break down. It looks like it's going to break to the upside. Same with Google, just going sideways. And that's why you just want to, it looks like it's going up here, but that's the monthly. It, for the most part, it's slowed down, right? Because of all this government stuff. And sell down here, make all that money. They're giving you all the money to make down here. Or you can go way out, man, and you could sleep at night. You sleep at night with those kind of trades. That's, by the way, when I was trucking, because, I can't be trading every day. I got to pick loads and stuff like that. Those are the trades I was putting on all the time. When I had time to trade, I'd be like, yeah, let me put this trade on. Done. Wake me up in a year. So, I don't know about that AT&T, man. I remember I said a solid company, solid company is a company that goes up all the time. Right? Look, let's pull up. There's your monthly of AT&T. Can you guarantee to me that that's not going to break? in a year or whatever. This looks like it wants to break, man. Look at the action right here. Look how it started getting some action last week, whatever. Look at that candle put in. They sold that off with the quickness. And I don't know, man, AT&T, remember they got a lot of debt and they got all that legacy bullshit. Um I don't know. I can't speak too much on the fundamentals, but you're better off if you want to do telco, whatever, Verizon or T-Mobile. There's Verizon. See, that's a stock that's going up. T-Mobile is and look at T-Mobile, right? So that's what you want to do. You don't want to mess with no AT&T for that dividend. You be in it, next thing you know, they cut it, it's gone. And then you're in the stocks going. And let me tell you something. If you win that dividend, in it for that dividend, and they cut that dividend, it's going to be a big selling day. A lot of people, seniors, a lot of people's in that stock for that dividend. And they're going to be selling that thing off, right? Some people's going to like it because now it gives you more money to work on paying that debt down. But I think with AT&T, people's going to sell it off. By the way, but Jack Ma isn't part of Baba anymore. I don't know. I think he has position. I think he has a big ownership in them. Can't speak for sure. And then the whole Ant group and it all started with his comment at some kind of conference or whatever. But yeah, he's not the CEO or running it, but he's got a big interest in it for whatever. I'm pretty sure. But I just know it's all about that. But with the Chinese, I mean, they could do what they want. That's what's scary about investment with China and Chinese stocks, and So I say take a pass on any Chinese stock and you could trade it, quick trades. Like I'm in the Neo. I did sell a put spread on Neo, but I'm just looking at it real quick. Yeah, it's just been weak lately. I mean, you could trade it, but just be cautious. I don't know if I would invest in it. It's just me though. There's thousands of stocks out there you can get in, So just find something else. All right, man. I'm gonna go ahead and keep this video short, I guess. I know I had a feeling wasn't gonna be a lot of people in here. No more Never still wants to get in on the discussion. Links in the group, links in the description. Click the description, click the link. You ain't gotta show your face. Just say, hey, what's up, man? You could tell me what you're doing instead of typing. You could just talk, right? Cashmatic said, yeah, I mean, you could do like this is the IYT or credit spread. Let me just look at the options and see if they liquid. I'm not sure if the IYT options, there's not even many of them. And the market's closed. They're not that liquid. And I'm looking at the bid-ask spread, the difference in them. But it's kind of hard to tell with the market being closed. But yeah, I mean, you could do it. You could do it on anything that has options, right? So it just depends on how you want to do it. You think this is going up. I like looking at weeklies. I don't know. This thing looks like it might want to sink a little bit. Wait until we get that bounce, right? Maybe it's going to come back here until support. You don't really want to do it on something like that. You want to make sure it's going up. So wait until, let it come down. Actually, it was flat today. I'm looking at the hourly. The hourly, this looks like it wants to hold. So yeah, maybe you can do one here. Looking at the hourly, because it's sold off, and look at the quick snaps. Look at that gap down, and then boom, took it right back. So there's some support right here. So I guess you can do it below here somewhere, right? And depending on how far out you want to go, how much money you want to make. Where am I? 57 days out. I'm out there. Maybe sell this 200. Let's see what that looks like. Sell the 200 by the 199. That's going to be 10%. 10 cents credit. See, that's not a lot of premium in this IYT. You have to get closer to the money to really make some money. But they basically saying with that is basically, so $90, you're gonna put out $90 to make $10. They're basically saying you got a 90% chance of being right for the most part. I know the Delta is not saying that, but the price that you're getting to what you're risking is saying that. You have to come up here and say sell that 210 to 205. Yeah, that's a little better. Collect 110. Let's call it $1. Let's say you collect $1 for the bid-ask spread, and yeah, I like that. The Delta is saying you're gonna be 70% chance of being right. So yeah, I like something like that. And you just sit and wait, right? And buy it back when it's at 55 cents. Just put an order in. Once you get that, put the buy, come over here, put the good cancel, change that to 0.55, and then confirm and send. Done. Trade's done. You keep an eye on it. You can also set up a one cancel other order to where you want to get out if it goes the other way against you. You could buy it back if it hits above, say $2. Buy it back. Or just kind of just wait, let it be. All right. So you say no Christmas round? No, not really. But remember, I kind of said that we had the rally already, by the way. I believe we had the Christmas rally. All right. So remember I said, and especially now that they threaten, we're not sure this $600 stimulus plan is going to be signed. And the last week, I don't know. I said there's going to be there's going to be selling because taxes. I just really feel that. And we got one more week to sell, 4 more days, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's it. So today was a good day. So we'll see. We'll see if it hits any selling. But I think there's going to be some pressure. And I'm guessing. I think there's going to be some pressure on the market next week. And I don't care with my positions. Just keep going sideways. Amazon has let me down a little bit, though. I got to admit that. It's just up, down. It's still sideways. But like today was down. Actually, it closed at 12. See what it's doing. It's just, what is that, 12, 17? Yeah, so since the 17, just been down, man. But it'll go up, it'll go up, and I don't know. So I would like to see it pop. We're getting closer to, I'm pulling up that earnings, and I know it's going to run into earnings. I can't see this thing going sideways right into earnings. I can't see it. So see what happens next week. I think it's going to start making a move. 28th. Actually, that's a month away. We'll just see what happens. We just got to keep an eye on it. Rags to riches. There you are. What's up?
Oh, hold on. I'm trying to put it on the freeway.
Hey, don't crash, man.
Work with me for a minute.
All right. I'm gonna.
How I'm looking now?
All right, you look good.
Hold on, let me hit this highway horn. Hold
on. All right, that's awesome, man. Awesome.
Yeah, bro. I can't have my face on camera, man, while I'm driving. So
yeah, I hear you.
So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So man, I just wanted to check in on your broadcast, man. You're always asking people, but I be working a lot when you do this.
Yeah, same here, man. That's the times that I don't do videos is because I'm just too tired, man. I'm too tired of working. I mean, you're out there though, but man, I'm putting 10, 12 hours in a day.
No, I'm headed back to the house. I'm headed back to the house, man. I'm headed back to Atlanta right now. So I pull these containers. I do intermodal. So.
All right, you home every day?
Well, I do regional. They got local and then they got regional. So I'll be home 2-3 times during the week and off on every weekend.
Okay, good deal, man. Merry Christmas.
Yeah. So man, I just want to call about these stocks, man. kind of let people know that these credit and debit spreads is the way to go. Grow your account slow, be meticulous over time, and cause like the first 2 years, money.
You broke up on that. The first 2 years. What you say?
Can you hear me? Sound like we breaking up a little bit. Maybe I'm going through a bad area. Can you hear me?
Broke up on that last. Yeah, I hear you. You broke up on that last sentence.
Okay. All right. Like my first 2 years in the market, I lost money. I would make a lot of money. Then I would give it back, but I wasn't doing options. I was doing more like the I came in the game. Person I saw was Tim Sykes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I got the options. But yeah, credit, like you say, credit and debit spreads, bro. Learn these credit and debit spreads. And take your time, put some time on these options. Cause I did Baba, but Baba, if you look, you follow me on Twitter.
Yeah,
I got in. I made a nice chunk of change. So I bought a put. Then but I put on a debit spread instead of a credit spread.
That's good. Yeah, you did it.
Keep coming down because China messing with them.
Right.
So I bought the 200. I don't know if you're looking at it. I did the 200. Bought the 200. I bought it for at the time I bought it for $525. Then I bought another one, lowered my price to $510. And I had two of them. This was my small account. I don't post nothing out my big account because I only post stuff out the Robinhood account. But on that one, and it went up 50%. Then I covered it. I went from I had like $1,000 in it, like two different contracts, and then I went up to got another 500, so it was like $1,500, and I covered it with the I sold it the 195, if I'm remembering right. I think I posted it.
So it was like $5 wide for the most part.
Right, yeah, $5 wide.
Okay.
So, and I'm trying to mess with them. That's what I did today. I did I'm trading all these damn Chinese stocks. I did a Neo one too. That really didn't bring in nothing. I'm not down, but at the end of the day, because I think Neo gonna bounce in the beginning of the year. It's not really doing nothing now. It's not doing nothing.
And that's always a good sign. I always say if it ain't going down, it's gonna go up.
Okay.
If it doesn't go down, it's gonna go up.
If you look at it, I think Neo for the past month is down like 20%.
I'm looking at it right now. Let me measure it. From that high that we had November 24th, which was a month ago, to now it's 11%.
Oh, 11%?
No, 20%. Okay. 20%. I'm sorry. Minus 19.57%.
Exactly. So, and I tell a lot of people, end of the year, you can't expect a lot of these stocks to do nothing. Because you got rebalancing going on, people doing things, get their books right. And so don't expect these stocks to do too much. Now, the beginning of the year, if I would get any kind of options, especially people who doing weekly, if you're doing weekly, man, put some time on these things, man. Go at least go a month out. Go into early February, late January.
Right, and if you want to be bullish, like on a call, a bullish, like buying calls or puts, if you buy a spread, you can put cheap spreads on and make big money on these things. People, and this is, I look at other YouTube channels. A lot of people's they just want to buy straight calls. Now, I'll do it. I really got to be a firm believer that the stock is going to go up or down. Generally, I do calls because I always like going up. But put a spread on. And then you don't have to worry about the data decay anymore. For the most part, you got time. Well, it reached this price at this time, and you could triple your money depending on how you. Everybody wants to go for the home run, And if you're wrong, like say people that bought that Baba, if you had any calls on Baba, you got destroyed today.
Right. Exactly.
But if you had a call spread on, not so bad. You would have been able to handle the pain.
Right.
But
what else? I'm trying to see what other players I'm in. I can think of. No, I'm in. I got some naked call, but those IWM, but they like 3-4 months out.
Right.
They almost in the money now. How that been going crazy?
Right, but that
They
one's trading right at the top of a channel, of a multi-year channel. I got the stock chart up right now.
But I done had them about 2 months already.
Yeah, but at least you're buying, when you bought that call, at least you're buying the ones that's further than 60 days out.
Oh yeah, yeah. I went like 5.5, 6 months out, something like that.
Right.
And I'm out at the point right now where I'm about to cover them, just in case something happened crazy with the market. You know, you wake up and the market's down like 8%, like we was back in what's that? March, April.
Right.
So we wake up, Trump decides to do something crazy, like a push a button or something.
It's funny. My mother told me the same thing today. She's like, I think you're gonna do something crazy.
Right. So that's my man. I'm about to cover up all my loans. I only got loans naked. I got naked calls and IWM. What else I got? I think I bought a couple in Facebook. I think those. I went ridiculous out the money, but those got like a year on them. I think I'm at. I got them cheap. I got them on a down day. I got them at a discount plus a year out. So, so that's when I think you put me on to that. Just something you said. You ain't say buy them, but this when all the advertisers leaving.
Right.
And I got on them maybe by like 2 or 3 weeks after that. But and the advertisers starting to creep back in, but they ain't making as much noise coming back. But they made plenty of noise leaving.
Right. And the thing is, the people that was making the noise, it wasn't even a real, I know like Disney was the big advertiser and all that, but it's all about small businesses with Facebook.
Right.
So you might have thousands of small business versus that one company at Disney, but I don't know, they totally botched the story when you heard it on the news. I'm like, man, anyway, whatever. You got it. I'm glad you made that money with me. That was a huge, that was one of my biggest trades ever.
Nah, you know what I'm about to go in? I'm about to go in heavy on, but I'm looking at it. I'm going heavy, but I'm gonna do some probably like a debit spread or like a call debit spread or a put credit spread. And it's Boeing. I think Boeing at the end of the year, I think Boeing might be 350, back close to 400. These people start buying these planes. You already saw Alaska Airlines got a big order in, and long as they stay in the air, you don't want to have one crash again. Boeing to be a $400 stock.
Well, because it doesn't matter whatever the reason is. If a plane crashes again, it's stock's gonna hit a heavy. Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, it can't be a Boeing. If it's an Airbus, just don't be no Boeing plane.
Yeah, I worry about that.
I do too. That's why I'm doing. That's why I'm doing it. More likely, I'm gonna do a debit spread because with the credit spread, you gotta leave the collateral. So I might more likely do a debit spread. So what I got in it is all I got at risk.
You could do like a debit spread, make that money, and just keep rolling it up and out.
Right, keep rolling it over. Exactly.
Right, and then that way, if it does go all to hell, you already kind of just take your profits along the way. Yeah.
Because I'm just looking at Boeing like it's what you call it, a duopoly. It's just them and Airbus. So it's like it ain't no place else to go.
Nope.
You got to get a plane from somewhere, and Airbus, and they basically, with them being the only two, they can't fill the orders that they getting when everything's going great. They can't keep up.
But this is what I don't understand. A lot of the airlines got rid of their planes, right? They're not bringing so what happens to those planes? Ain't they out there on the market for people to buy or whatever?
Yeah, they out there on the market. Don't nobody buy them. They end up in like a desert graveyard in Arizona somewhere,
in the desert or whatever. But because these companies gonna take them a long time to come back.
Right. Or they sell them off to like third world countries, them little small airports. You flying over there in Zimbabwe somewhere.
Right.
You flying on the plane with parts falling off while you taking off.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, I would like to see another company come out and almost be thinking, because I'd be thinking conspiracies as well. Did Boeing get with Alaska and be like, look, man, we gotta, I need you to put this order in. You know what I'm saying? To kind of get people, hey, it's all good. We're gonna start buying Boeing planes again. Because they also
military. They got military. They do things for the military. They not just with commercial airlines. Boeing got a lot of things they do, man. Boeing,
right? They do space, all that stuff.
Exactly. It's in America's best interest. That's why they're gonna prop up Boeing. It's in America's best interest for Boeing not to go under, and they're not gonna let Boeing go under.
Right.
Because they don't know. Boeing is an American country. Airbus is I believe is over there somewhere in Europe. So they're gonna do business with Boeing.
Right. Yeah, I think it's Germany's Airbus, but the stock chart looks good. This month is not. This month so far is turning out to be an ugly ass camera. It's an inverted hammer, but I think
I'm doing the options in it, but I'm buying shares too. I buy every time I do I get a chunk of change. Like today, I made in my Robinhood account I made $500 in Boeing. In my main account I made about $2,500. I take some of that, so 2,500 and like 500 that $3,000. I put $2,000 in the Boeing. I just buy stock.
Wow,
so just I'm playing the long game on Boeing.
So just the shares.
Yeah, shares. I'm buying options too, but I let $3,000 I made. I put like $2,000 of it in just shares, regular shares.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. That is the way. That's how, man. Because I do shares and options. I do.
Me too.
I don't. But that's how you make money. Like you get like you said a chunk of a chunk of cash. You got some spare cash. You know what I'm saying? Instead of buying a video game, just put that $50 in the stock. Forget about it.
I heard somebody say you can get rich trading, but you can get wealthy investing.
Right.
You got to buy and you got to hold it for 20 years. You got to buy good
companies. It's dangerous, man. I blew out 2 accounts. Trading.
Oh yeah, I blew out one too. I blew out. I don't leave real money in Robinhood no more. That's why I'm in my what you call it. I don't trust Robinhood. I'm in TD Ameritrade, but I Thinkorswim or whatever. But with Robinhood, man, I don't keep no more than $2-3 grand in Robinhood.
That's about right.
I don't keep no money in Robinhood.
I did a video about that a while ago. I mean, I got too much money in there. I need to be calling somebody. You know what I'm saying?
If I hit $5 grand, that's a lot for me to have in Robinhood. Then I pull out $3K.
Yeah, it is. They got no. I don't like, and just like it's starting to come out now, they got this class action lawsuit. With they do give you bad fill prices. If you do a market on a Robinhood, you're gonna get robbed.
Well, because during the winter pandemic first hit, I made like $20K in Robinhood. But
oh wow,
when it shut down, no, it ain't nothing I did. When it shut down and couldn't nobody get through, I side of the trade when it was tanking. When everybody was trying to sell their orders because it was long, I was short at the right time, and I couldn't get in and sell. I was trying to get in and sell, and when I finally got in, my account was went for $5 grand and like 22.
Wow, you was on the right side of the trade then.
I was happy to be on the right side of the trade, because I would have got out a whole lot earlier than that. I couldn't get out. It was like about 24, like a day and a half. I couldn't get in or something like that. Man. I couldn't get in, so it ran for like a day and a half. I'm talking about people was cussing and fussing on Twitter. Man, oh my goodness, it was horrible. I was nervous. And, you can't get in contact with nobody because they ain't got no phone line. They send emails. Nah, I wouldn't tell nobody to keep no real money in Robinhood. Keep you a couple grand, and that's about it. I see people with $100,000 in their Robinhood account. I just be like,
This Chopper is asking, how do you know how much to split between shares and options?
And I play it all back here, man. I don't have no formula or nothing. So no, I do everything with like my Robinhood account. It's like I don't have no formula. I just play it all by ear. It's like I decide I want to buy. I make $500. I decide I want to put $100 in my pocket. I want to put leave $100 in a Robinhood account and take $300, and put it into start building like like a 3 to 6 month emergency fund. I just play it all by ear. It ain't no formula, nothing I follow. It's all feel.
Yeah, I'm the same way. For the most part, I'm like, I want the shares. If I want to buy it, I just want to be a share owner. I want to be owner of the company. If I'm gonna buy it, when I'm thinking long term, I'm like, if I'm thinking I'm never gonna sell it unless all hell breaks loose, I want the shares for the most part. I just want to be an owner and have the stock. And then the options is just I'm making trades. But for the most part, I trade the options, but it depends. Like when I'm messing around with credit spreads on leap positions, it's kind of like almost like synthetic long, if you know what I mean. And I'm just doing it with options to get more alpha. You know what I mean in my trade. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends. It's your own. I can't even think of the word. Your own preference, your own personal preference.
Exactly.
You just got to feel it, what you want to do. You got to remember, because when you trade options, you could lose all your money.
Exactly.
Right? So if you are willing to say, I'm going to put this $5,000 in an option, I'm going to spread it, whatever, you could lose all of that. So
well, let me answer this question. Maybe he was asking this. I don't know if he was asking, like with all my portfolio, it's about, I'm in about 5% cash at all times. I'm in about 75% stocks and the other 20% for options. I don't know if that's what he was asking. But I'll never be 100% options just trader. I'm majority stock, but my options help build my loans and my shares and my stocks. That's what I use options for. I don't use options like I see. I follow this one chick named Masi, MASI Trade.
Yeah, I see her on Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah. The one thing I don't like, what attached me to you, got me really dealing with you is you will always show your losses. Every time I see her, I made 33,000 this week. I made 150,000 this week. I made 90. I'm like, chick, come on now, come on.
Thank you, thank you.
I like her, but come on, you not making $33,000, $40,000, and $50,000 every week and making YouTube videos. I would be sitting on the beach somewhere with a pina colada. Come on,
and I know
you have hell.
It hurts showing I stopped showing my portfolio. It hurts showing your losses too, but I stopped showing because I think I was losing my concentration, man. I was like, you know what? Ever since and that one time, damn, I lost. I don't even want to say it here, but I put it out there, probably 30, 40, 30,000. I can't remember. I was like a streak, and I was like, man, all right, I just gotta focus on trading. I had to kind of go back to the basics, and I got all that money back, man. When I did that, I was able to kind of recoup and then move on. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna chill out with showing my positions because somehow I'm losing it. If you know what I'm saying.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you mine. No, I know what you're saying because I blew up my account. I had like $9 grand in it. I was trying to do a YOLO trade, and I can tell you exact trade I did. This was maybe a couple years ago. I did I had like $9 grand. I had $8 grand in options and on a Goodyear tire. I knew they wasn't gonna hit earnings. I'm like, I'm gonna make a killing. I'm gonna turn this $8 grand into $100 grand. And so I played options. I bought puts. And they missed earnings and everything. But you know what them MFers did? They did a stock buyback, and they stock took off up.
Oh, man.
Killed me. They did a stock buyback. They missed all earnings. They missed all everything. They didn't earn like EPS. They didn't have no good number. But they did a stock buyback, and the stock took off and killed me.
I can't do earnings trades at all. If you notice, I don't talk about them because it could go anywhere. Like I said, it could be the worst earnings report you ever heard and the stock goes up 10%. It could be the best earnings you ever heard and the stock goes down 10%.
I lost I think my account was like $9 grand. I think one time I got through with that trade, it was like $800 in there. And then you know what I'm talking about. You lose that much money, then I gotta go jump in this truck and drive for $250 a day. Man, I was miserable. Man, the hell with this $250 a day.
Exactly. I'm glad you
Man,
see
that was
the.
hard.
I'm glad you see the potential in it. And I, when I don't do the videos no more, but I'm trying to get the truckers to. I mean, this can get you out the truck easy. To make you could, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to drive those trucks no more and doing this.
No, man, I don't think because
Or work.
I know if
Period.
you see me, you don't know I drive, but I don't know where drive as hard as I used to, man. I'm making more money in
Right,
a
right,
in the
right.
market.
And all you got to do is just take the time and just take the
Right,
time to learn. And it, like when I was driving, I'm listening to stock market stuff. You know what I'm saying? Anything with the
right.
business news, just start just start absorbing it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just start absorbing it, and then eventually it starts to come to. That's the best I can explain it.
I try to explain it to my family, but man, I got to the point where I had to stop because I was like one of them newly like heavy religious people that always be
Right.
trying to push religion on you when they find it, they find a light, and that's how I was with stocks. And it got to the point where people hated to see me coming, so I had to cut it out. And I was like, I'm talking about, man, a few family members, I was willing, like, just like send them the app. I don't care about the one thing from Robin Hood. I just want you to get interested in it. I was like, watch
Mhm.
CNBC. It's going to sound foreign to you because it sounded
Right.
foreign to me in the beginning, but you'll start
Mhm.
picking up stuff. So,
That's it.
and
You
man,
start.
they was like, man, and I thought, you can feel it. And it was like, they started hating to see me coming. So I started keeping
Right.
my mouth shut. But it was like, you know, when your life about to get cut off, don't call me. I was trying to put you
Mhm.
on game. Your life, you hide your car in your friend's garage so it don't get repossessed. Don't call me.
Mhm.
I was trying to put you on the path where you ain't have to work, double shifts. Be working 70 hours a week. So I mean, so I yeah, family members, I had to completely shut it down, man. I mean, friends too. I just like I stopped even talking about it. That's why I be like I follow so many people on YouTube because there ain't really nobody in my life I can kick it with like this. And like
Yeah.
so I'm
Yeah.
in my
Yeah.
personal life. So my YouTube family is like the people, my financial people. Because me and my girl, about 3 months ago, no, 2 months ago, we just broke up.
Oh
Cause
man.
nah, it ain't nothing wrong. No, oh
Okay.
man, nothing. Cause it was like we fell out. We fell out. Cause I told her I was stressed out. I don't know. She ain't have vacation time. I'm a truck driver. I was like, I don't care about vacation. They don't get my vacation time. I quit. I'm like trying to tell her. I was trying to get her in the game. Like you got to find a way to make some money other than your job. You can't just be trying to show her what you call it ain't making no sense to her. I'm telling her it ain't gonna make sense. But it was other things. But I told her I was like I was making like because I felt like I needed to get away. So I made a vacation for I was going to just Puerto Rico. Just go rent me a what you call it on the water. Just look at the water. I was gonna trade there for a week. She told me like no, she ain't got no vacation time. We want to go in the summer. I was like, she no, I'm going in April. Hey, my me leaving ain't got nothing to do with you. And that started a big fight. But I was like, yeah, hey, I told you from the beginning, I'm trying to become. I'm just trying to become where I'm not held down by my 9 to 5. I'm done with that. If they're
Right.
like JB Hunt, no, that's who I work for. JB Hunt don't want to give me time off. I quit.
Right.
I'll tell
Right.
you in a minute. I'll be like, I ain't got
Mhm.
man. It's a million trucking companies out here that's all standing in line for my services. So if
Exactly.
you don't want to, that's all. But yeah, man, trading is the way to go, man. Trade, find you like 2, 3 streams of income. Like I do sports betting. I don't know if you be seeing some of my bets, but
Yeah, I
that's
see your
something
sports trade.
that I do that like purely for like entertainment. That's my fun thing. That's my like I bet 25 up to $100 a game. That's my thing that I have a good week in sports betting. I bless a homeless guy when I come to the corner on the road. I give him 20, a couple of 20, just to see his face light up.
Okay.
So
Good
I had a
deal.
good week. That's what yeah, so
Yeah, I just
and,
sports bet to I just sports bets to make the game more interesting. I just drop a couple bucks on some parlays and stuff like that. So it's not serious with me. Hello? Oh, I done lost you. Damn, okay. I lost rags to riches, but that's cool, man. You don't have to hit me back unless you want to, but I appreciate you chiming in there, man. It was nice talking to you. I see you, I see you on Twitter all the time and right here. So on the channel. So it's great. I'm glad you chimed in, man. It was good talk right there, man. Chopper says it was very inspirational. It was, man. I really try to put it across. Like, so he kind of talked about his plan. My plan is not necessary to use this to become my job, is to use this to use this for the most part and my job to take me to where I want to be. I know where if I didn't do this and I just relied on Social Security, my job, 401k and stuff like that, I know where I want to be. And it's just, I don't want to be there. I'm trying to make what they're going to give me times 10, times 100 or whatever. So when I'm there, I'm really there. And for the most part, any money that they give me for whatever is like pocket change. Okay, yeah, thank you. I don't really need it though. You know what I mean? So I'm really focusing on that. And this is what I'm saying, like, so Chopper, when you think, like, I do a lot of videos and I talk about the credit spreads and I say, hey, this makes you 30%, 33. These are huge numbers. And if you keep doing these on a consistent basis, you're going to blow away the market returns. No, it's going to destroy them, and your P&L, your portfolio is going to just explode. Now, we was talking about calls and call spreads. Let me put Rags to Riches back in. So we was talking about, hold on, Rags. We're going to talk about calls and call spreads, and that's how you kind of add a little alpha, maybe add a little fun to the game. I'm gonna buy this call, I'm gonna buy this whatever. But for the most part, find something steady. You could take call spreads, debit spreads, call debit spreads, put debit spreads, or call credit spreads, or put credit spreads, or put diagonals, call diagonals, any kind of option. You could just take one of them, and we'll say call debit spreads for the most part, and master that. You don't have to do everything. Just become a master of that particular trade, and then watch how better you become. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to do the whole thing. You don't even have to buy a whole bunch. Just kind of focus in, learn everything there is to know about credit spreads. And I know we all go to the YouTube school, university school, or whatever. Watch every video on it. And you know what I mean? Just absorb every single bit of content out there, books, videos, whatever about it, and then watch how you can just become a master of that, and watch how your trading becomes better. You agree with that, Rags Richards?
Yeah, I do. Because I feel more comfortable with debit spreads, but credit spreads are actually better to me. But I just feel more comfortable not leaving that collateral on.
Right. You got a lot on the line. If shit goes wrong,
yeah.
That's the thing with credit spreads, but you're most likely going to be right. But debit spreads, you're like, all right, I'll lose that 150.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And when I talk to people off and on about options, until you really get a feel, start off with the like IQ, like QQQ, SPY, and IWM. Something that ain't gonna really move all that crazy.
Right.
Like you can get in Facebook, and something come out about the government attacking them, and it'll be down 10%, and your options go from like $4 or shit. I mean, $4 a contract to 3 cents. So, and you'll be sitting there like, man, what the F just happened? I'm telling you, you'll be miserable. And then I'm supposed to come in here for $15 an hour, man. F that $15 an hour. You will be miserable. So I say start with like QQQ. Well, QQQ been kind of wild lately. I really don't deal with QQQ no more, calls. But I do like IWM and SPY.
Right.
But I say learn like 5 to 10 stocks at a time that you can almost tell what they won't do, and learn the chart, and just don't be chasing every hot stock everybody throw out, because you'll blow up your account trying to follow any and everybody on YouTube.
Right. That was one of my earlier videos. For the most part, Yeah, because these stocks have personalities, and they're gonna do what they
Right.
always do the same things. All stocks, this stock always sells off on earnings. This stock always runs in January and doesn't in February. Whatever, they all do their own little thing.
Right.
But when you study and when you kind of learn it, you get a feel for the trade, and you know
Right.
when something goes wrong. And that's when, like, for the most part, when you watch me on that Facebook trade, and I was like, they sold it off like that. That I had spreads on. I had debit. What did I have? I forgot. I sold the short strikes, and I went all long. I was like, okay, y'all giving this to me. You know what? I'm going down with the ship on this one. It wound up being right.
So I'm gonna tell you two stocks I did put credit spreads with after all the madness was over and stuff started coming back, and I knew that was gonna come back. And I put credit spreads, put like 3 months on them on in my main portfolio, my main account, not portfolio, but my main account. I did one on waste management. I knew it was gonna go up, it wasn't gonna drop. WM, and I did one on Visa.
Waste management is WMT. No, yeah,
Waste
WM.
management is WM.
WM.
Waste management.
Yeah, I got it.
It's WMT Walmart.
Oh yeah, Walmart. Waste management actually
management
looks good right now. It looks like yeah.
And you put, and that thing, it never comes down. It marked it all the way back. You know, it did its thing going up. It's a boring stock though.
Right.
It's boring.
But those are the best ones, especially for credit spreads when you have that money online, because they're not in the news. Remember, my portfolio got destroyed when that stupid Elon tweeted, "Oh, the stock's too high."
Right.
Oh, I needed one more day in the trade. One more day. And oh my God.
I was never in my life go overnight with a naked Tesla trade, Tesla option. Never. They're gonna always be covered. I might go into it naked in the beginning of the day, but I'm gonna always cover it in whatever direction I think it's gonna go. Elon would never get me, not like that. Never.
Right. He got me. I still made a lot of money in Tesla. Overall, I made a lot of money in Tesla. But stocks like that, those are the, like CNBC, you got to remember even though that's a business channel, it's entertainment. And they have to talk. They're going to talk about the hot stocks. That's why it's always Apple and Tesla and Microsoft and Google and what's the DocuSigns. They have to talk about that stock because it's entertainment. They don't talk about waste management. Boring.
Do me a favor. Look up this stock. I haven't paid no attention to it in a while because they were talking about it when the IPO came out. What's that? Snowflake or what? Snow? Whatever. Snow? Whatever. What is it?
I saw the put spread on Snow.
Okay. What's that looking like? I haven't seen that in a while. I haven't even paid it no attention.
The daily's not looking. It's making lower low. It's made a lower high, and it almost looks like it wants to run for a lower low. But okay. See, that's the weekly is not looking good either. Ugly. It ended the week today on an ugly inverse hammer. Ticker. It's not looking good at all, and I got to put credit spread on there. I might have to consider covering it because I thought it was going to bounce. The 4-hour looks good. The 4-hour looks like it wants to bounce, but the long term, as you go out, it doesn't look like it wants to bounce at all.
This go against the grain with a lot of people because a lot of people like Peloton. But I think Peloton, I plan on making so much money on Peloton going back down to where it's supposed to be. And I don't think people gonna keep buying them $5,000, $10,000 bikes when we get back to normal. People gonna go back to the gym. You can't, like I told you before, you can't sit on no treadmill on no Peloton. I want to go to Planet Fitness or whatever, sit behind some chick in a spandex and watch that thing jiggle while I'm on a treadmill. You can't do that on no Peloton.
But see, that's the thing with me. Like, I'm a Peloton fan, and the thing is, that's what I want to do. What you just said, but it's for rich people. You know what I'm saying?
No, I think rich people want to do the same thing, but they want to do it in a better. They're not going to Planet Fitness. They're going to a better, a gym, more expensive gym that I can't get in. They want to do the same thing. They know they don't want to sit in their living room or got the bike in their bedroom running to somebody on no screen talking about good job. No. People want to be out and about. People want to go to the gym. No, that gym ain't gonna ain't gonna notice your six pack you getting, how you been working extra on them curls and you starting to look good. That Peloton ain't gonna do that. But that chick eyeing you at the gym, that you gonna go get Starbucks with, and like a week later y'all might be no, that Peloton ain't gonna do that for
you. No, it ain't. I don't know, man. I hear you, but I kind of like, I don't know. I tell you what.
I'm not getting on it now because you'll get crushed trying to fight it. I'm not trying to. I'm not getting on it now. Hell no.
But looking at the stocks and not talking about the fundamentals, the monthly looks good. The weekly looks outstanding. I mean, the daily it looks like it might want to fill the gap, but every stock, every time frame is bullish.
Okay, no, I understand that. That's why I'm not getting on it, because I can see that. They not. I'm not getting my head chopped off just because of what I think. I want some. How you said? I want. How you say when you trading something and you looking for the charts to give you whatever. I can't find a word, but
right.
I want to see a couple red. I want to see a couple red candles on on some weekly. A couple red candles.
Right. There's a big gap. It looks like it's going to go down to 145 at least. I don't know when. Right now it's 167. It's going to fill that gap sometime. So
I'm thinking Peloton going to be a $50 stock next summer. Not this coming summer. Well, the end of next year. Well, once we get back to normal, somewhat normal, the new normal. I don't think we're never going back to normal.
My thing is, remember, they have good retention. Like, I think it's addictive, and I don't think people's like, well, the gym's closed, let me buy this Peloton, and I can't wait for the gym to open as they cycling. I just think it's totally addictive, and people want to be on a Peloton, and it feels good to say I got a Peloton at home. Kind of like when Starbucks was selling $5 coffee. Everybody thought it was impossible that they could sell these $5 coffees. Now they're like $6 and $7, but people do it because you can go to McDonald's and get damn near what they sell for half the price. I don't know. I can't explain it, but it's like a class. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thinking behind it.
Now, what you think about Zoom long term?
Zoom, I think, is garbage. I just think, first of all, I think we could go back to telephones. We don't have to look at people. They have no moat. Cisco does it. Google does it. Microsoft does it. Everybody does it. And soon we're going to be back in the office. I ain't going to talk to you on Zoom. And soon people are going to realize, you know what? We could just do a conference call. I don't need to look at anybody's face. I just think that going to, that's a stock that I think is going to 50.
Me too. I think it's coming back down too.
Right now.
I think it's coming back too, but I'm not jumping on that neither. But I agree with you on that one. I feel the same way about Peloton and Zoom. I think they're gonna be. They're both
all right,
so
we agree on Zoom because we disagree on the Peloton.
Yeah. But I'm not in either one yet on the downside. I'm not in either one yet. But,
Zoom chart
I'm
ugly.
waiting, believe me.
Zoom chart. Matter of fact, I think I might have to buy a put spread on it. Zoom chart's ugly. Ooh, yeah. Gosh, 322.
So that.
Huh? As long as we come back, I'm still here. I don't know if you hear me now. It sounds like you blocked out. But as long as if we come back to normal, there's no way Zoom. I can't see it happening.
Oh, now you back? Okay.
Okay, you were there.
The past 1 minute, I didn't get nothing you said. You sound like C3PO.
Oh, I was just saying
R2D2, whatever one it is.
It looks ugly, the chart, and I was as long as the economy is gonna open up and everything's being normal, I just cannot. I feel like I said, like you said, Zoom. I feel the same as you feel about Peloton with Zoom. But here's the thing: there's only one Peloton. Well, there's other Pelotons, but the other fake Pelotons are not as good as the Peloton. It's more companies out there. You got other companies selling bikes and stuff, but Peloton just got the most. They got the name out there. Right. But with Zoom and just having your face on, look, I'm using StreamYard and it looks like Zoom. Everybody does this.
But answer this. But It's like Zoom got the most now. People like get on a Zoom call. Are they talking about let's get on a Microsoft call or whatever else call?
But once but people could realize it. You know what I'm saying? But it's out there. The tech.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. It's out there. It's just out there. You know.
But
Zoom just somehow got.
When
Good.
I didn't mess with Zoom once the thing came out about they did. I think they got hacked, and they didn't really get hurt behind it. I think they took a ding a day, but it recovered nicely. But they got hacked, and people were saying that they was getting your information, and they didn't get hurt as bad as I thought they did. So I was like, let me leave this stock alone. They really believe in Zoom.
I remember that. Oh, Cashmatic's asking. They go to well, he asked about ARK. You familiar with the ETF ARKK, the ARK Innovation Fund?
Hold on 1 second. Let me get out this bad area. I'm on here 285 in Atlanta.
Oh man.
I think these people want to be bars over here or something. Got my signal all messed up. Yeah. Go ahead and talk. I can tell when you come back in good.
Okay, yeah. So he was asking about ARK. The Kathy Woods.
About ARK investment?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't trade that with options, but I do. I got it in my portfolio.
I used to have it. I don't have it, but I have some of the stocks. Well, besides Tesla, and remember, most of this move. I got the stock chart up, by the way. Most of this move is because she's heavy in Tesla. I used to be in this fund way before anybody knew about it, and I kind of sold out just before it started to run. Here's the thing with ETFs and mutual funds and whatnot, especially the hot person. Generally, like if you was a mutual fund investor and you followed the hot mutual fund, you're not gonna have a good basically you're not hot all the time. She might have a bad year next year. You know what I'm saying? So you almost can't say this is the great fund. She was hot this year, but they don't always stay hot. So gotta be careful. You have to be careful.
No, you do. I mean, yeah, because she the hot one, but she can be on. I think but she got different sectors though. Because if you got Tesla yourself in your investment, I wouldn't say get ARKK. She got different branches. Because she's big off into the genome, what you call it, they trying to discover the bodies and things in the body and help people living longer. I forgot what sector that's called, but she has it in that. Yeah, like biotech, but it's something else. I can't remember what they call it. Genome.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I can't say it either.
She heavy in that. But she got different sectors. She got sectors that's up over 100% that don't have Tesla in it.
Right.
So you got to dig and look at different sectors and see what's in it. So if you got Tesla yourself, don't get ARKK because that make you extra heavy in Tesla. Go get one of the other ones. But the one thing about getting one of our ETFs, man, the expense ratio is high as hell on them things. They high as hell. So she can't. No, if she has like a 20% negative year, she stop being a hot girl. People gonna be dropping that thing like crazy. But no, she can charge what she charging because she making over 150% a year. So people gonna pay that ratio.
It was a great year. So one of the things that you could do, it's what I do, is just find out the holdings of her portfolio and look at the top 2-3 holdings. That's what's pushing the portfolio up like that. Just buy the stocks.
Right. Yeah, because you can find all that. You can do a little research. You can see everything in it. It might be tedious. It'll be 1,000 stocks you got to look at because they got some under 1%. But you can find out everything, But like I say, if you got Tesla, don't get ARKK, and you just want to get something through her, go get one of them other ones. I don't know the other the call signs, whatever you call these things, like AR whatever.
The ticker. She has they have I got it up here. ARKK, ARKQ, which is very similar, those two. ARKW.
Right.
ARKG. Let's see. ARKQ is the autonomous technology. ARKW is the next generation internet. ETF. ARKG is the genomic revolution.
Right.
Right.
That's the one I got. That's the one
Targeted
I got. Because
therapeutics,
that's the
bioinformation.
what? Right. That's the one I got. Because I got in my portfolio, I got Tesla in my portfolio. So I don't want the ARKK.
Matter of fact, the ARKK and ARKG, the one you got, I pull them up on it's the exact stock chart. The exact.
Okay.
Unbelievable. I mean, she picked the sectors to be in, you know.
Because I don't know nothing about that biotech. I don't know nothing about that biotech. I'm not gonna try to learn it. That's why that's the only ETF I got. And I'm not trying to I got like I got eight stocks. I got that one ETF and I got one REIT. I got that's my whole portfolio.
Oh, okay.
I don't do all that like 30 stocks, man. I got and most of my stocks are real boring, not boring, but I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel.
Right.
I don't know. I'm in a Microsoft, I'm in an Apple, I'm in a Tesla, I'm in a Walmart, I'm in a I got the KQ, I got I got I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel, man. I'm trying to get this is what I'm about to go is to get $1 million where I can do the 4% rule the rest of my life. I can live off that, and keep letting my account grow, and then have like a year or two, hopefully, like money put up to where like a bad year in the market, I don't have to pull nothing out of it.
Right.
And that's it. That's when I think I'll retire.
Chopper says, "Isn't Michael Burry shorting Tesla?" Now, I believe Michael Burry's the guy, the big short guy, right?
Yeah.
I think so. I think I heard that. Here's the thing, though. Yeah,
I
think that's
He might be, but there's a lot of people living under freeway bridges right now that've been trying to short Tesla.
Yeah, here's the thing. Here's the thing. All right, I think I do think Tesla is going to actually go down. I think next year there's too much competition. They're getting ready to get slammed with competition, and all those credits that Tesla was is over. You know what I mean? I think they did last year of I forget what the green credits or whatever. I think it's over. So here's the thing. Kathy can still be hot. And she recognized that. She just got to drop Tesla from the portfolio, or lower the weighting. And then it could still be all good, but we'll see. As long as she don't ride it down, everything will be all good. Right. And that's the good thing about being an ARKK or a fund like that. It's an actively traded fund. I think she said, is it every day? Anyway, it's an actively traded fund, so they're in and out like a hot mutual fund. So you don't have to worry. You could sleep at night and let her take charge of what you own, and you just keep putting your money in the ARKK. You know what I mean? But we'll see.
Like you say, she is active.
Right. If we'll see.
The way I look at Tesla, I'm Tesla long term. So to me, you'd be doing me a favor to take Tesla down at like 200, 100 again. I think you'd be doing me a favor. I'm talking about Tesla is a company. I think a stock. I think I'm gonna pass on to my grandkids. I think Tesla gonna be one of them stocks. Cause my manager, even though he a nut, and I sold the stock one time when I saw what he named his daughter. I'm like, this guy's nut. I'm like, he named it like some numbers and letters. I'm like, I'm out. But then I was like, he's nut. I'm like, but then I got back in. I was out about a couple months. But I was like, dude, just crazy. I'm like, most people like that, like they off a little bit. You gotta be kind of off to come up to what he came up with. You can't be right. You can't have all your things. You can't be a 1 + 1 = 2 guy. You gotta be a 1 + 1 = 3. And you can and you can convince people that you right. So I think he's just one of those people. But the one thing that scared me about Tesla, when I think about this, God forbid something happened to Elon Musk.
Oh my gosh!
Something like what happened to Kobe Bryant. What if that happened to Elon Musk? Can Tesla survive without Elon Musk? I mean,
I don't think so.
See, that's what got me nervous. God forbid, like something
That
happened
is
to Elon
true.
Musk. I'm like, when one company is that solely dependent on that person, that's what got me nervous. Not nothing that he do, not nothing he tweet. If God forbid something happened to him, like Apple made it through Steve Jobs, he came back, but they made it through Steve and Apple doing their thing. But can Tesla make it without Elon Musk? Or is
Tesla's
he the
still
company?
newish,
Or is
yeah.
he
Because
bigger than the
Steve
company?
Jobs, I mean, Apple was kind of well established on it. You know, it was his
Right.
own little beast when Steve Jobs finally
Right.
passed. And Tesla is still finding its way. So, yeah.
I'm just saying, I think like that, but like, cause I don't have like life changing money, but I know people out there do that believe in the company. But what if I had life changing money? I had $10 million and I had 15% of my portfolio in it, 1.5 million, and then
Right.
and some God forbid something happened to him, and that's what I worry about. Say he don't die. Let's just say it come down and he got cancer or something. The stock gonna drop 50% instantly.
Yeah, I say
The stock
50%
gonna drop.
haircut.
Yeah, it's gonna drop. You're gonna wake up. Tesla gonna be $200 or $300, whatever it is, instant.
Yep, that's true.
So I mean, that's what I worry about. Like I'm not worried about that with Apple, even though Steve Jobs passed in the like President Trump say, what's it, Tim Apple, but Tim Cook. Trump called him Tim Apple. Like damn, but Tim Cook. If something happened to him, the stock will drop, but it won't fall off a cliff. If something, it'll drop 10, 15, maybe 20%, but it's not gonna fall off a cliff because Apple, they got people in line to come back and take over. They'll wipe his ashes off his seat and be like, Apple gonna keep going. We feel sorry for Tim Cook. He was a great guy while he was here, but Apple don't stop. Now you go buy that new iPhone. Do not go buy that new iPhone 293. That's what it's gonna be like at Apple.
Oh my god! And then besides, Tim Cook is not an innovator like Jobs was.
No,
so
he ain't.
It's not gonna be that kind of It's not gonna be that kind of drop. I actually think it will be a buying opportunity because I think the next guy coming in probably be even better. I don't know. I don't. Basically, the bar Tim Cook is low.
Right. Yeah. So. Yeah, but my portfolio, but that's what as far as portfolio go, that's the I got like stuff I know that I believe is gonna make it. And say for instance, I go into a coma, wake up 10 years later, these stocks still gonna be thriving. That's the way I look at it. And when I buy a stock, I'm like, will it be thriving 10 years later? I wake up, I have more money in my account than I did before I went in that coma, and I was like, yeah, that's what I think when I buy a company. That's why I got Visa, I got Waste Management, the one I talk about. I got which is boring. It's a company called Duke Energy. They've had good dividend, but they don't really do nothing.
Right. So utility.
So I got some good paying dividends. I got some good paying dividends. I got like I think I don't know if I took that one out, but I got CSX, a rail company. They moving products across the country. It's boring, but it pay. And then, but for my exciting companies, I got Tesla. I think I just threw Airbnb in there just to see after it dip. I like Airbnb, so I bought a little bit of Airbnb, a real little bit. But I'm gonna scale in the Airbnb because it dropped initially. My two companies I just bought was Airbnb. I had Uber about 2 months, but everything else I had for a while. But Airbnb and Uber is take the three. Airbnb, Uber. I don't even count them because they so little. But them my ones I'm seeing if they can do anything. But Airbnb, Uber, and DraftKings. Those are three I done bought.
Okay, and that's Chopper. That's how you gotta look at it. That's a good way where you said if you wake up, if you go in a coma. When you wake up, no, I'm saying that's how he needs to look at it. If you go into a coma and wake up, how your portfolio, invest in those companies that buying shares of where these guys are going to grow for the much regardless. Nike, you can throw that in there.
Nike, Nike one.
And just have a little bit of your funds for alpha for those stocks that you think are going to blow. You know what I mean?
Right.
Let them prove themselves, because you can lose money. This just happened to be a hot year. And I really hate this year because everything is going straight up. And I'm telling you, it's going to correct. It's going to go back to normal. All these stocks, and just like a Baba. And by the way, we have to almost use Baba as a proxy, because just like Fastly, now we've seen Baba. I have a feeling it could be the beginning. Doesn't even matter the reason of that's how these stocks, the dominoes are gonna get ready to fall. For the most part. And so kind of keep that in mind. I need to actually do a video on that. And with your Uber, I'm not really I don't like Uber. I mean, I remember before COVID, these guys were losing $5 billion in a quarter, $3 billion in a quarter, and COVID, I don't know. They still don't make money, so I'm just not a fan.
They don't make money,
huh?
But I looked at it. I just looked at that chart how they recovered after everything fell off. And Uber recovered beautifully.
Everything is recovering. Like it's like.
I mean, you look at Bank of America. The banks have been a lot of. Well, the cruise line, they haven't. Banks really haven't. I don't know what energy looking like. What's the energy like? Oil companies. They still in the crap, but I don't even look at them no more.
LNE, I pulled up the XLE ETF, and it's a bear flag. It's just it's doing absolutely nothing. And energy, what the OIH, I can pull up the OIH, which is the oil services. It's there, and they're going to be a new low, not yet. So straight down for the most part. But the companies, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of the. I don't know. These guys, I don't even know how Uber doesn't make money that like they should be making when it's an app and you're taking half the driver's money.
You know what I think Uber gonna do? You know what I think Uber gonna do 5-10 years from now, or maybe earlier? Uber ain't gonna need the drivers. They're gonna buy all their cars from Tesla and gonna have like Uber taxis without no drivers. They ain't gonna need the drivers no more. Y'all wanna
I think some of that premium is in the stock. I think that's Uber is kind of leading that front of autonomous taxis for the most part.
Right. And that's what I think we're gonna be at sooner rather than later. Eventually, they're gonna have Uber taxis, and they're not even gonna have no drivers.
And then, and then the stock will be fire. I mean, shoot.
Right. And then they're gonna still have Uber Eats, but they're gonna have a little chute that come down. They're gonna McDonald's or whoever gonna come out, put your food in the chute. They're gonna keep it warm, and they ain't gonna have the driver trying to crack through your bag. Take a few of your fries. That ain't gonna be happening no more. So.
And here's the thing: Uber Eats, the DoorDash but let's talk about Uber Eats. It wasn't profitable before the pandemic. So after the pandemic, all right, a lot of restaurants are going out of business. Restaurants don't make money when they use the Uber Eats and DoorDashes and all that stuff. When everything comes back, how are these companies gonna really survive when we could go to McDonald's? Personally, I just used DoorDash the other day for the first time. I didn't use them, but I'm trying to order something. The fees were ridiculous. All I know is I'm gonna go to the restaurant and just pick it up myself. I just don't think it's sustainable. The restaurants are forced to be closed right now, so these businesses are rocking. So therefore, when they open and everything is normal, how could they survive?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I think they banking on the laziness of people don't want to come get their own food or something, and they're gonna. I don't know.
Because Uber Eats, Uber was trying to get rid of them just before the pandemic. It was a weight on the company, and now all of a sudden I'm looking at DoorDash. By the way, this thing is going. I haven't pulled it up in a while. It's ugly. I didn't realize it went. Yeah, it's playing at 153. What was the IPO price? I don't remember. I think it was in the 90s. But it's almost a new low. Not too far from $10 above the low. Anyway, he said McDonald's chopper, another stop. I'm gonna go ahead and end it here, man. We got an hour, 34 minutes in. I wanted to do a quick video on the options, but man, I appreciate you chiming in, man. I'm glad I got to talk to you, man. It was nice. I done lost him when I said, you heard me?
Hello? Yeah, no, you break up a little
Yeah.
bit. I'm on 285 in Atlanta. Man, these trees be blocking.
I done lost him. All right, he's gone. I'm not gonna let him back in, but so I'm gonna go ahead and sign off, man. Thanks for watching. Thanks for chiming in. Like once again, rags to riches. It was a pleasure talking to you, man. I'll see you on the trades. You got a lot of knowledge. And your plan, you're doing your thing, man. It's working. So it's amazing how when you try to tell people, because you told me that story, how they just kind of don't want to listen or comprehend. You just gotta be like, all right, watch, check in with me, check in with me another 5 to 10 years from now, and then they'll probably be begging to get that knowledge you was trying to drop some years back. But so anyway, thanks for checking in. Have a Merry Christmas. Get home safe. Chopper, appreciate you hanging in the whole feed, man. You're a solid viewer. Solid. I missed some people's comments. I'm sorry. Cashmatic, solid, same thing. And of course, Rags to Riches, he was in here. So that's how it's supposed to work. I don't get a lot of viewers on this channel, and I appreciate everyone that does watch me. Bring it this way. So fix my hat. I think I might be too big here. Yeah, I don't get a lot of viewers, so I appreciate everyone that does watch me. But that's how when I go live, I'll always drop that link in the description. Yeah, feel free to pop in, man. You don't even have to put your camera on. I think Rags Riches, you should have had an option to where you could have just clicked off the video, right? So that's always, and you don't even have to really, for the most part, have knowledge. Just be wanting to invest and just kind of say what's up or whatever. And kind of like Chopper was asking some good, valid questions inside the chat while we was talking. So yeah, you don't have to be shy on this channel, man. I'm just like a truck driver that trades stocks and options, and I just share. And kind of like how he said in the beginning of the video, I share my losses, and I still share losses. Let's see what happened today. Where am I? Trade. Like, see today, my position. Yeah, where is it? Down 137 today. But today, yeah, I need some. That's the thing about credit spreads. They're good things, but I was like, okay, they need to be monitored because you could lose a lot more than you're trying to gain. Let's put it that way. But for the most part, when you do put them on, there's a real good chance, a real good probability, I should use, that you are going to be correct. I thought I just brought up my screen I guess I didn't have it up, but yeah, I was down 606 for the day. 606? What the hell was I down? No, 137. Anyway, so thanks for watching again. I appreciate you guys following me and watching me, because like I said, it's not a lot of people, man. It's not my channel gets no traction. I meant to ask Rags Richard, maybe you could put it in the comments if you're still watching. We was talking about a handful of stocks, and sometimes I think that's what makes my channel boring, if it is boring, because I just talk about, for the most part, the same stocks because this is the stocks that I'm in tune to, that I like trading. You know what I mean? I don't need to have the whole 7,000 stocks and trying to be in and out and pulling up tickers and trying to make a trade. I like to just trade certain stocks because I kind of know how they act and what they do. I know the market didn't just close. Why? Anyway, Thinkorswim is bugging out. So yeah, and those stocks are the Google, and that's the reason why I trade those stocks, because they have big stock prices, and you can get way away from the money and still collect a decent premium, right? So like I showed you with Google, I could sell the 1,400 while Google's still trading at 1,700 and still collect the nice size premium. And it's like 300 points away. Of course that can happen. The stock can go down there, but a lot of chances it don't with those big stocks, right? But if you trade something like we pulled up the IYT and you go a little far out the money, you don't get anything. You get 10 cents on a dollar for a dollar wide spread. That's not good enough. You know, if you're going to take that risk, you want to risk more than that. You know what I mean? You want to have more credit than that versus the risk. You know what I mean? And that $10, I mean, you're going to have some commissions that's going to take away from that $10, right? So it'll be 60, a credit spread. I pay 60 cents an option. So you need a 2, right? So it'll be $1.20 in, $1.20 out. So it's $2.40 minus my $10 that I received. Yeah, now I'm only getting $7 and change, $7.60. You know, so I risked 90 for $7.60. Nah. So you gotta, sometimes when you trading down there, collecting those crumbs, you gotta almost consider your commission costs, and I don't want to consider my commission costs when I make trades. So I'll trade the bigger stocks and the stocks that can't be manipulated. Now I know every stock can be manipulated, but you know, somebody like me and you is not manipulating Google. You know, the small stocks, it could be somebody like me and you and the bigger institutions or whatever manipulating those small stocks. You can push those stocks around. You ain't pushing around Apple and Google and Microsoft. You need millions of dollars to push those stocks around. So I like trading those. It's a little more level playing field than the smaller stocks with the short float and all that stuff, meaning how many shares they have out. So even though those are some people like playing those kind of stocks because those are the stocks that move big, right? So but that's not me. I want to be safety. I want to have safety, and I want to play the stocks that I have that increases my chances of making money, you know. And then for fun, yes, because trading does get boring. When you're doing something in trading and it's boring, most likely you're doing the right trade, and that's the trade that's going to make you money. When you're getting them exciting trades and you can't sleep and you really, that's probably going to be the trade that loses you money. But we need some of that excitement. We do. We need some of that excitement when we trade. So take a small part of your portfolio and go ahead and mess around with those stocks and make some money. But don't, you know, just be, you know, you still want to make money. You don't want to lose all your profits messing around with that, you know, those kind of stocks. So that's what I do. Sometimes I get greedy. Sometimes I throw a lot on the table. We all do it. It's the emotion of trading. It's the emotion of stocks, right? Just being in this game is hard to stay disciplined. Oh my God, it's damn. I mean, that's why stock charts, and this is why I like looking at charts. I'm going to pull up, I don't know, I'll pull up what's volatile. Let's pull up Twitter right here. Look at Twitter, clear all that stuff out. When you're looking at a stock chart, and it's one reason why I dropped the whole fundamentals, because I used to be all in the fundamentals. It's all emotions. This is the emotions of people, you know, and the emotions are always the same, right? Stock goes up, everyone's happy and giddy, want to buy more. Stock goes down, people are running, they're scared, they're nervous, can't sleep, you know. So it's the emotions, right? And that's why I was going somewhere with this, but I totally forgot what I'm gonna say. But just it's emotional, right? So you have to, we all do it. We all get heavy. We all feel like we're confident, the biggest, you know, the king of the world, right? And then when things start going right, then we all feel shitty when we start losing. You have those trades we lose. And Rags to Riches said he follows someone that, you know, you follow these, oh, I'm up 33,000, I'm up 10,000, I'm up 10,000, I'm up 20,000, I'm up, and they never, sounds like they never lose, but we know they lose. Everyone loses. There's no way you can do this and don't lose. Okay, so the key, right? I always say the key to making money and being profitable is just win more than you lose, right? So there's professionals out there that have like 55% win rates. That's a little bit better than a coin toss. 55% win rate, 60% win rates. As long as you're winning, making more than you lose, you're gonna be okay. And they'll finish the year. Wow, I'm up 10%. And these guys is getting raises or whatever, you know, just being up 10%. And that's what I'm saying, Chopper, 33%. Shit, 33%. That guy would love to make 33%. What was I gonna say? Lost my train of thought. Oh, for so you'll know, I think I'm up like 300% for the year. You know what I mean? So I've been killing it. Yeah, I had some big losses. I also had some big gains, but it's not about, I didn't do anything special for that. What I did to make that is what I'm putting out on YouTube. These little trades like that, they add up. When you add it up at the end of the year, like say that trade I started in the beginning of the video with the Google, it's only going to take me 20. I'm going to find out if I win or lose that trade in 20 days or so. You know what I mean? I'll take that 550 and do it again and do it again and do it again. How many 20-day periods are in the 365 days a year? 365 divided by 20 is 18. Is that it? 365 divided by 20, 18. All right, so 18.25. I'm just doing a quick math formula times 550. Remember I said I'm going to make 550. So I can make $10,000 in a year doing that same exact trade. And that was just risking, I think it was it 5,000? I think I wrote it down. Yeah, $5,895. So I could turn that $5,895. I keep putting that on and do it every 20, 30 days for the most part. And I'll make $10,000. So I would have doubled that money in a year. So that's 100%. Okay, so now let's just have, if you had a $6,000 portfolio, right? $5,800. So let's say I had 10,000. Now I can make, so if I had 12,000 basically, and I made 10,000 off the 5.8, right? I can make another 10,000. So that's 20,000, right? So now I made, is that 200%? 26, 6, 12, 18. My math is getting sloppy, but you get the picture because you're exploding and you're stepping it up. You're what's that term? God, I can't think of the correct trading word where you kind of expand and you're kind of taking that and you're growing it. And that's why you need to just be a master of one thing. And if you do it, and you got to say you start with $200, now you got $200, and let's say you're making 20%, now you got $400 to make 20%. Let's say you got $600 to make 20%. Well, $200 on 20% is $40, but $600 on 20% is $120. So I can't even do this. This feels weird being live, but you see what I'm saying? You're actually making more money, but the more you trade also you'll even increase your percentages as well. Can explain it, but it just happens. It just happens. So like when me and Chopper earlier, when we first met, freshest in class, man. Yeah, I probably do spreads. And it depends on what the stock is doing, what kind of spread I'm going to do. Generally, I do credit spreads. I might do a debit spread. I might do a diagonal. I like doing the diagonals on the big stocks. It just depends. Or I might sell a straight put. Right, with naked put, right, to be put to stock. Hopefully I don't be, but just never know. So when me and Chopper first met, I think our first stock was Glassworks, GLW, and I kind of gave him the hot tip on that. The hot tip. Look at where it is now. Wow. And I didn't take the trade. It was way down here. Way down here on this breakout. I did not take that trade. He did, made a nice bag of money right there. And I was so pissed because I put it out there, but I never took the trade. And but look at the stock now. Wow. Can you imagine if you just stayed in it, how much money you made? You just made this little distance here, right? You just made, I'm trying to measure, I don't know, 15, 18% on a move. And then look, it's up 60%. And you could have just bought stock and went to sleep. I was making a point again, and I actually forgot what I was gonna say. Oh man, I gotta move on, man. I guess I'm tired. This video is 1 hour and 48 minutes. You said, "Oh, okay, I like to play naked." Pause. Pause. Oh my gosh, I get it. Same here, naked. Yeah, I like the naked, and when I've been doing naked Shake Shacks, and they've been working because it's pretty good premium on it. And look at the stock just going. I would like to own it, so therefore, I might as well go naked on it. There's my position right there. You see, it's in the money, but I sold the 90 when it was at 9. I sold it at the money, but I think I sold it for $5 or $4. So that's going to bring me down to about $86 and is my break even. So still, even though it's in the money, it's still profitable. So what, man? Let's say I get assigned it and the stock is sitting at 85. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start selling calls against it and make money. So I actually like selling naked puts better for some reason. I don't know. I don't sweat it when this goes into money, like, because I want to own the stock, you know. So it feels different for whatever reason. But I like Shake Shack's move. I like the move. This is study Shake Shack. Not a lot of restaurants. They're all company owned. There's no franchisees. They got big plans to make more restaurants. Every restaurant's hot. It's a good, and they're getting more into the residential areas, right? It's not necessarily you always find Shake Shacks like downtowns and things like that where business is. Now they get into more like where the McDonald's will be. And so a lot of potential is there, and it's young. This company's still young, right? So if McDonald's can have good growth, you know, put it this way. People always say, man, I wish I had McDonald's way back in the 70s, you know, when it was trading at $5 or whatever. Well, now's your chance. Shake Shack could be that company. So just kind of look out. That's why I like Shake Shack. Okay, I talked about rags to riches. I'm about to end this video, man. I see you trying to get back in. I'm going to bring you in.
Okay.
What's up, man?
Oh, no, don't worry about it. No, something you had asked about your channel. I just came back on to give you what I think you should do, what I think the problem is.
What's up?
Like, why my channel not growing? I just think you're too complicated, bruh.
Somebody else said the same thing.
No.
But go ahead.
I understand you. I understand you because I trade credit and debit spread, so I know what you're talking about. But, like, take for instance, I don't know if you watch him, a guy named Chris Sane.
No, I heard of him though.
Okay. Yeah, but I think he got like 40, 50,000 people, and he knew more than what he knew, but he brought the people along so slowly, and he just get them in the options. He basically raised his all his subscribers because they came in not knowing nothing. He was putting them in $5, $2, $3 trades, which you come in learning, and now he's getting them like, no, this not gonna bring us no money. So he raised his and he made them money, and he raised them. And so now he's getting them in an option, he's doing naked options, and and because I always wondered, I'm like, why do this guy have 50, 60,000 subs? But now I see it now. But man, you way more. I know you making a shitload of money, man. I know it, because I'm making nice money. And your account bigger than mine. I know your account bigger than mine. So and ain't no reason for you not to have 100,000 people. I mean, all BS aside. So, but it's like, man, these people, for the most part, they're not gonna take the time to learn credit, debit spreads, and the masses not. So that's what I think your thing is.
I appreciate that, and I heard that before, and I felt it myself, and that's even the reason of this video. I think the title. That's why I kind of talked about credit spreads, right? I just wanted to kind of break it down a little bit more simpler. Not, and how easy it is, or I can't even think what I want to say. But basically, I tried to break it down a little bit. But yeah, I get you. I get it. Do you have a Robinhood account? Do I have what? No. Do I have a Robinhood account?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one. I don't use it though. I'm losing you. Say that again. Nah, you're gone. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear me, but you're not coming across at all. So I'm gonna cut you loose. Put it in the comments. Do me a favor. Put it in the comments when you get to where you're going sometime this weekend. to about that. Something about me having a Robinhood account. And if I think I know what you want to say, I can't get down to the level of me showing you Robinhood accounts and putting on a trade. I'm not doing all that because I don't do it. One of the reasons why I'm complicated the way I am, I guess, or a little more advanced. This channel is more for advanced people, right? And Rags to Riches is one of those people. Chopper isn't, but I'm willing to break anything down that Chopper wants to learn for the most part, right here on the live video or whatever, or anyone else. But here's the thing. When I started this channel, it was more about me, Dre Trades. And this is why I was even showing you my numbers and all that stuff. It was all about what I'm doing. And maybe I don't recommend anyone follow me because I tell you straight up, I lose money, man. I lose serious money, and I'll make serious money too. But not everybody can handle that. So I was basically showing me, right? Dre Trades. That's the channel, right? So then I kind of got more into maybe breaking it down a little bit simpler. I'm thinking that everyone out there is as advanced as me. I'm not going to say as good as me. I'm not saying I'm that good. I'm just saying advanced. Advanced options trades, which is something more than buying a call or buying a put for the most part. Anything more than buying a call or buying a put is an advanced option trade. And I'm thinking everybody's like that, but no, everyone is not like that. And I feel that people that want to learn how to options might want to learn that, but I don't think they do want to learn that. They want to learn the basics. But since I don't do the basics, I don't really teach the basics, or I don't talk about the basics. Damn near all my option trades are advanced. You know what I mean? Every single one of them. So I don't know if I could be fake or phony talking about something I don't do. And I think about it. I'll talk about credit spreads because I do. I showed you the position I have on. I showed you the live position that I have on with the Google. So I think that's going to have to be it. So, but I am going to try to break down the things that I do more simpler, and maybe even use a different stock or easier stock to understand, or even a smaller type trades. Because sometimes my trades are big. Like I use a 50-point wide Google trade. I don't think a lot of people, that's putting $6,000 on the line. I know people don't have accounts like that. And so I could break it down to be small. So I'm thinking about doing something like that, but I get it. I get it that I'm advanced, and there's just not more people out there that's advanced. But check it out though. Now I'm glad Rags to Riches said what he said, that he was like, he's making money, and so he understands what I'm doing, and he's making money, and he knows his account size, so he could picture my account size. That's what's up. This is why you got to learn what I'm doing, because it's working, and it works well. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. When I was learning the basic, I just wasn't making any money. Or if I would have followed some of those other channels, I don't think my girl knows that I'm live. Hey, I'm live on YouTube, right? Hey, I don't hear her. Hey, I'm live on YouTube, right?
What?
I'm live on YouTube. You're on YouTube.
Oh my goodness, bye.
All right, bye. Anyway, so yeah, I get it. And I do want to make little tweaks for the 2021. Maybe I'll make a video on that, what I want to do to try to dumb it down some. But I can't dumb it down too much because I want to show you what I do, and I can't do that if it's a totally different trade. I know there's a bigger channels on mine, and they talk about they in the calls, and no, man. And yes, they're successful right now. They are everyone's successful because everything is going up. I never seen anything like it. I've been doing this a long time. I don't know how long Rags has been doing it, but I never seen anything like this. And neither did a lot of people. And a lot of people got started this year. I think a lot of people, this market finds a way to bring reality to everybody, man. And then we was talking about blown accounts. You can't be in this game without blowing out an account, in my opinion. Eventually, you're going to blow out an account. And if no one blew out an account this year, there's going to be some accounts that's going to be blown out next year. So that makes me think the market's going to come down. And well, how am I even talking about this? I'm telling you, I just be, I don't know what the hell I'll be talking about. Anyway, forget it. Did you build yourself up playing naked, then went strictly spreads? Because right now I understand spreads. I just don't add up sometimes. No, I built myself up with spreads. I built my account. That's a great question, by the way. I built my account starting with debit spreads because debit spreads you can do with less money on the line, right? So like I just with credit spreads, you have to put more money on the line to be right for the most part. If you're going to sell out of the money credit spreads, you can sell at the money credit spread. Here we go. At the money, meaning at the exact strike price. So if the stock's trading at $50, you can sell a $50 $50 put, buy a $45 put, and that will be the same as a debit spread of buying a $50 call and selling a $55 call for the most part. But here's the thing. For the call to make money, that debit spread, that stock price has to move up towards that $55 strike. For that put spread to make money, which cost about the same thing, by the way. They'll both be about $250. That for that put spread to make money, you're going to make the other $250 of that spread just by it sitting there at 50. It doesn't have to go to 55. So that's where credit spreads. Matter of fact, that's a great video. Let me write that down. Credit versus debit spreads. Because a lot of people don't understand that. And the same price, you want the same action. You want the stock to move up. But the put side, it doesn't have to move up. It can go sideways and you'll still make as much as you would with the debit spread on the call side when you're doing it at the money. But anyway, no, you want to do, for the most part, debit spreads, build up your account. For the most part, like Rags just talked about, do the IWM, the SPY, what was that? The QQQs, some of them like the IWM have dollar-wide spreads, and you can sell dollar-wide spreads, right? You can sell a spread for $30 and you have $70 risk, and you can do it that way. That's going to be a slow build, but just kind of start like that. Just kind of do. Basically, you asked me a question, debit spreads. It was debit spreads, right? And then later on, I got into the selling credit spreads. And then that's when I actually started being more profitable. And then my next move to be even more profitable, I started widening out the strikes. And so instead of selling a 40, buying a 35, I was selling a 40, buying a 30, right? And then selling a 40, buying a $20 wide. You'll decay faster. You'll make more money actually that way. You got more risk, but you're going to make more money. In my opinion, and there's some facts on it with Tasty Trade. If you watch their network, they do a lot of market measure segments. And I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. Widening out the strikes is better than selling small strikes with a bunch of options, right? So if you got selling the 50 versus the 45, and you do that 5 times, well, it's better off just selling the 50, buying the 20. It's a nice wide strike, and you'll make money better that way. You know what I mean? That was really advanced right there. And don't change the channel because I talked advanced shit. You need to know that. But that's where I got it. And here's the thing. And I guess I'll end it here because, damn, I'm going long. I'm going OT, man. OT, I'll bring you in a second, Rags. Hold on. When you start experimenting with debit spreads, start experimenting with credit spreads, you start experimenting with, say, even calls and puts, maybe some diagonals. You got to learn what they are. You're going to feel what's right for you. You're going to feel what works for you. And then once you figure that out, stick with it and just become the master of that and make money. Some of my best option trades where I make a lot of money is the out of the money wide credit spreads and diagonals where I might sell a $50 say I might sell a $50 put option. No, I do it on the call side. I might buy a deep in the money call option, a deep in the money, where basically I own the stock, damn near 100 delta, deep in the money. So like if the stock's trading at $50, I might buy the $10 option, okay, and then sell the $50. Basically, it's like a synthetic covered call. I'm telling you, covered calls, you make bank. Uh-oh, lost power. I think my computer may shut down because I just lost power. That is my UPS. It's faulting. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Let me see if I can bring Rags in. What's up real quick? Because I got to end this video. I got this annoying sound.
No, go ahead. You answered the question with the debit spreads. He was like, how do you build an account? I didn't feel like typing all that, but you answered it with the debit, with mostly debit spreads. So
it was the same way with you then? The same way with you?
Yeah, debit spread. And no, but real quick before you leave, with credit spreads, I do credit spreads. You know, I mostly leg into mine. So like an IWM or whatever. If that's like 100 to make numbers easy, and it's a red day, but I want to go long on it, I get a put credit spread. I'll buy naked put, pick up 5-10% or whatever I'm picking up. Then I'll leg it to by selling a higher put. I call that legging it to a credit spread, and then I'll ride it up through there. But I have some profit built into it. So that's what I do with credit spreads.
Yeah, that's legging into it. That's advanced right there.
See, I know. Yeah, you can't build no channel off of that. You got to build the channel off of like, I bought it. I'm up $5%. I bought a $2 such and such, and then went to 20. Whatever. You guys know. You got to do something crazy, put in big bold letters like I'm up 5,000%. I like, what hot stock to buy now? This penny stock could be up 100,000, 1,000%, or whatever. That's what get you views.
Yeah, that's why I do the Neos and the workhorses and all that other stuff. Yeah,
I mean, keep doing it, bro. To build your channel, keep doing it. And then once they come in, give them a nugget and teach them here and there. But I mean, you don't want to be constantly sitting in front of the channel, man, with 3 or 4 people, man. You ain't got all that equipment for that.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's cool, like for what we doing now, and people can get like, take advantage of this through my man. I'm telling y'all, while he only got 3 or 4 people in here, man, you can get like, man, you can change your life. Why he ain't got really nobody in here. I'm telling you. Cause I done made plenty of money. I know I supposed to be shipping them like a bottle. What's everybody drinking? I don't drink liquor no more. People still drinking whatever.
I don't know. My day was the Moet and Alizé.
See, me and you about the same age. I don't even know if they drink your Moet no more. They still drink your Moet?
I don't know. It's still available though. I don't know what they drink because I'm not a drinker like that. I think that 5,000 drink or what's those flavored vodkas? I think they hit that.
Man, I'm too old for that, man. I'm drinking my MGD when I watch the games. That's what I'm on. I don't even drink hard liquor no more. I'm drinking my Miller Genuine Draft, and I'm happy. And my girl want to drink some wine or something.
MGD, Miller Genuine Draft. Oh yeah.
And when I was with my girl, she wanted to sip on some wine. I sip on some of her wine with her, watch a movie or something. But yeah, man. But y'all I mean, I'm telling you, why you got 4 or 5 people or whoever in here, y'all, man. My man dropping like jewels on some stuff. I mean, he makes some money. I mean, serious money, life-changing money. I know I done made not life-changing money, but I done made enough money here to change my year. And next year, I don't even have to work if I don't want to. I can sit my ass at home all year if I want to. But I done made it.
Growth. You could see the potential. You made enough money to see the potential.
Yeah, I mean, cause I made even though I made most of that money through them 5 weeks when I like everything was crashing, I was on the right side. But the average yearly income is 50 grand, and I done made 50 grand this year in the market. I done made damn near as much money in the market, not knowing what I was doing the whole year. Then I made like 65 in my job, and I made like 50. I think 52. I got some more things I got to check, but I got to pay tax on that. But hopefully, I'm gonna be able to write off. I think this is my first time I'm gonna have to write off some losses. I don't know if I can go back 2 or 3 years. I think I got 2 years of losses I can go back. I'm gonna see if I can claim them. Hopefully, you know. But yeah, man, it's like people like you. I'm telling you, 2 people that helped me the most, 3 people. Is you, guy named Sal. I know you know about Sal.
Yeah, I watch Sal.
And Sal. And damn, what's my man name? But he into the he not really, he do some options, but he trend trader. His name, I'm missing his name right now. I hate I can't remember his name. But he more like a trend trader. You know, just follow the trend. If the trend don't never tell you to come out, don't come out. But yeah, I mean, y'all 3 right there. What is old boy name? I wish I could give him credit.
When you remember.
Yeah, I wish I could remember his name. Oh, Tyson, something Trent Tyson, I don't remember his name, but he doing all right without me giving him no love. He all right.
Yeah, let me know when
man,
you.
Yeah, bro. I hope you grow your channel, man, because you got a lot of jewels to give people. I think you can change a lot of people's lives, man. I just want you to keep it up. Don't get discouraged, man.
All right, good deal. Oh, yeah, I hear you. I still got you.
Okay, no, I'm just telling you, keep it up, man. Don't get discouraged. Okay, no, I'm just telling you, don't get discouraged, man. Just keep going, man, because I think once you catch on, bro, it's going to take off, and it's going to happen all of a sudden. And I think you're going to actually start to hate it, because once you get too many people, you get a lot of BS with your channel. And I think you're going to miss these days. I think you're going to miss these days when you had 10 people in there.
I'm good with filtering it out, because remember, I had the big photography channel. I could filter all that stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Go ahead, man. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you, bro. No.
All right, Rags. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you checking it out and all that. Thanks for coming back.
All right, thanks, bro. Take it easy.
Right. I don't know. My sound sounds effed up. This is the last question because you hear that beep. Something happened to my UPS, my uninterrupted power supply is putting out a fault, and I never had that before. But anyway, if you can hear me, I have one more question. It's better to have a small whiff spreads on a lot of different stocks or have wider spreads on fewer stocks. I like possibly the smaller whiffs on a lot of different stocks just because it basically, gosh, I can't even think of the word. To protect your losses, you have small positions, so there's no position that's going to take you out. You know what I'm saying? So don't go. I don't think you want to go wider because you're actually adding a little bit more risk when you do that. You don't want to go wider in few stocks until your account and you feel more comfortable. So when you feel more comfortable with the credit spreads and stuff like that, that's when you start to spread out the width instead of increasing the contract size, right? So start with a lot of stocks, maybe 1 strike wide, 2 strikes wide. What do they got? 2.5 strikes, 5 strikes wide. I wouldn't go more than 5 strikes wide. And when you start feeling more comfortable with putting on these trades, then widen the strikes because when you start feeling more comfortable, you're doing 1 contract. You're going to do, instead of doing 2, I'm going to do 2 contracts. I'm going to do 3 contracts, 4 contracts. No, just widen it out a little bit. And then you'll see that's how you kind of use your experience to make more money. What is that phrase I'm thinking of? Step it up, grow it out. I can't think of it. Anyway, that noise is annoying, so I got to end this video right now. So thanks, everyone, for watching. Hit me up on Twitter, Chopper. I don't think we talk on Twitter, but I'm on Twitter, man. Dre Trades. Hit Rags up, man. He's on there. He knows what's up, man. Rags to Riches. Hit him up. I forget what his Twitter is. I don't think it's Rags to Riches. But if you're listening, put it in the comments so people can follow you on Twitter as well. And that's it. So Merry Christmas, everybody. Rags to Riches, I appreciate those comments you put out about my channel, and I'm going to take them to heart. So thanks for